Hello and welcome to Cutter Builds. We're back with another episode of Above Snakes, and as you can see, we're on day 11. We're 19% of the way through the game, it seems, and we've got 16 world places placed. So let's go ahead and jump in here. I'm curious to actually grind through some of the story real quick and see if we can get a little bit further in the game, figure out what's going on. All right, so before we get going too far here, I'm going to need to pick up a little bit more water and a little bit more food to keep our person going. And I did figure out where to go and get my hat upgraded here in the menu. If you look here, we've got this awesome kind of cowboy hat that we unlocked by, I forget what we did, if we had to sign up for the newsletter or what have you. But if you come into your options and go under customization, you can change your hat appearance up here. So I was super excited to get that going. And it looks like gathering all of the food here, I've maxed out our world pieces. So I should go ahead and get those placed down before we do too much more of this, because we're just wasting experience. So we've got 2 new tiles. I need to research this one still. So let's place down this fisherman's hut. It has to go somewhere on the water here. So I think what we're going to do is place this down right here. And that's going to require me to place down another one of these tiles, something like so. How do I don't know how I would get up there. Like I'm gonna place down one of these and we'll see. Nope, that's not gonna let me get there either. How am I supposed to get to the fisherman's hut if I don't have a tile that'll connect here? Oh, I've got a pine forest lake with dock. Well, I've completely messed this up though then. Oh, I can remove it with ink. I'm gonna need one more ink to remove that. I've completely not paid attention to all the things. Let's go fix that real quick. All right, I've got another piece of ink. I'm gonna see if we can edit world, remove fisherman's hut. And then before we place that, I'm going to come into the cartography table. Let's see if we can unlock this. I need more rocks. Unlock that. I need rocks and hide. So I'll grab some rocks. It's getting dark here soon. And we will check back in just a second after we get to the next day and I do a little bit of harvesting. All right, we have finished gathering all of the supplies, I believe. So let's go ahead and unlock the village here, which is going to take up a hide. We did find a few deer while I was running around. And we're going to get this pine forest lake with dock unlocked as well. So this is where they're now forcing me to be a little bit interesting, is that I can't place this right here. So I have to find a spot that I can place the forest lake next to the regular lake, which is going to require me to potentially lay some of this stuff out a little bit different. I'm noticing I've got this interesting other tile here, so I can kind of do fun things with the forest now. I haven't placed one of those yet. Maybe I should. But before we do that, what I think I'm going to do is find a good spot to put this lake. So if I do something like that, we'll get a forest starting there. And then if I come in and I can't do that there. Man, I really didn't think this through. I've got to figure out how to get this piece like so. Well, I'm going to put this one out here. And then we're going to put this one right there. And that'll get me there. We may have to rework that a little bit at a later point in time, but for right now, at least, it seems to be doing all right. And we're once again into the nighttime, so I'm going to move the time forward a little bit again. We've used up our 3 things, and our fire went out. My goodness, we're going to make up this food real quick, and then we're going to go visit this fisherman. All right, let's make our way out here to the fisherman's hut, see what he's got to say. I like this nice little transition here. We still need to find some kind of water tile here that we can make this work, and or we'll have to redo some things, but hopefully we'll be able to figure that out. And ooh, before I do though, we're gonna come down here and nab these deer. Oh, I missed with the second arrow. I'm out of arrows now. Oof, we're gonna have to go get more arrows too. And look, there's a rabbit with antlers on it. I can get the antlers from the rabbit, I bet. I don't think I can catch him on foot though, so we'll have to come back out here and do a little hunting maybe. All right, we're gonna go talk to him. Mr. Crude, hello there, and welcome to my humble cabin on the lake. Are you Mr. Crude, the one from the posters? Ah, I guess you've seen one of my posters, huh? I'm glad folks are noticing them. But yes, I certainly am Mr. Crude of Crude Fishing. There's only one sure way to catch them all, crude fishing. Love the Pokemon reference. Learn how to fish? Could you perhaps show me how to fish? Ah, you want to try your hand at fishing. Spectacular. There are many great spots around here to catch some big ones. But first things first, you already have a fishing rod. Yes, I already have a rod. Perfect. Then let's see what skills you have. Catch some bluegills, and the more you catch, the better fish I'll trade you for them. Just find a lake like this one here. Look for ripples in the water. That's where them fish are stirring. Some fishing spots are better than others, but I'll let you find out which ones those are. What is life without a little challenge? Where can I find any fishing spots? Just find a lake like this one here and look for ripples. That's where you find the fish. Some fishing spots are better than others. Okay. Ask about the region. I know most of the lakes around here, so I know the fish better than the people, but something must be going on in the area. Fish are going crazy today. They're swimming like they're possessed. Well, that's probably because they are. Catch of the day. Craft a fishing pole. Catch at least one bluegill. All right. There's a trout. It's a green fish, so there's some quality in the fish types at least. There's a catfish. We'll just hit all of these spots. I think the ones with the sparkles are going to be the ones that have a chance of catching better fish. So I'll probably not do these other ones without the sparkles. I'll go do the sparkles next. There's a bluegill. All right, let's run back down here and see what he has to say. Show him my fishing rod. Ah, I see you've managed to make yourself a fishing rod. It's not the quality I'm used to, but I see it served its purpose for the catch of the day. Let's see here. How many bluegills you got? One bluegill. Nice job. You know what? I'll trade you this bass for it that I caught the other day. Would you like that? Sure. All right, then. Here you go. Hook, line, and sinker. If you want to eat them fishes, don't forget to gut them first. Also, for cooking, you should gut them. No one likes fish guts. Come back anytime if you want to trade some fish. Okay. So that makes sense, that why I wasn't seeing them in the cooking recipes before. I need to gut the fish. All right, we need some more arrows because I want to come down and get this piece of hide so I can get my leather, and then we'll go unlock this village. Looks like I've got enough to get the leather armor, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Not so much for the leather boots just yet. I need 3 leather strips, which I can make from a piece of leather, so I'll do that. And then I can make 1 more piece of leather out of that. So I'll just need another piece of leather. Go ahead and make the rope right now. So all I need is 1 more piece of leather, and I can get that going. Equipment. We'll go ahead and equip that. All right, I'm coming back out here. We're going to find that deer again. Oh, there he is. There we go. This should give me the last piece of leather I need to get those boots. And with the boots, we're going to be able to do some cool upgrades again. I like me some upgrades. There we go. We have now got our upgraded boots, our upgraded armor. We just look here. I'm at a protection of 4 now, which is awesome. We don't have a whole lot of melee damage, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Our stats are going up. I can't wait to get rifles unlocked. That's going to be cool. I'm curious how that's going to work. So looking here, we've done most of the stuff at tier 1. We've done a good chunk of tier 2 stuff. We've gotten all the things, at least all of the main benches, chests. Tier 3 we unlocked. I haven't built a furnace or an anvil yet. We don't have any more tin left. And the rest of these are just more decorative. I guess a training dummy might come in handy. So I haven't found fish oil or birch bark yet, but let's get a furnace and an anvil going if we can. I need a few more rocks for that. And then we'll go and check out this village, because I feel like we want to keep making the storyline move forward pretty quickly here. We seem to be unlocking a lot of interesting things every time we do a new storyline push. Oh, I've got a sawmill thing here, but we don't have a sawmill built yet. I'm curious where that's going to come from. But first, let's see if we can get the furnace going. Why can I not craft this? Workbench is not in range. I must have to actually stand right up on it. There we go. Oh, I can put this inside. Well, I think we're gonna just stick this. I don't know if I want it inside though. I'm gonna stick it out here, I think. There we go. Don't want to burn down our house. I don't have any whatchamacallits though, so I don't know if I want to stick anything in here until I actually have. That's the furnace, right? Yeah, glass is from rocks. Ooh, I can make some glass, I guess. Let's light this up. And then if I put the glass bit here, I can make a piece of glass. There we go. And we've got a new blueprint from that. Very nice. Well, I'm going to make some more rocks here. I'm going to collect some more rocks here really quick. Oh, we're out of food. And I'm going to get all my inventory stuff sorted out here. Get some more rocks just for the fun of it. We'll get some food because I'm clearly running out. And then we'll catch up with you when we're ready to build this village finally. All right, I'm back. We have unlocked a couple more forest lake tiles here. Unfortunately, nothing that's going to help me plug the gap I've got. So I'm going to go ahead and slap down this new village tile if I can, because we're all full up again. I think I'm going to put it right in here. That looks pretty good. Keep our busy tiles together where we may want to visit more than once. And then similarly, I think what I'm going to do is take, is it this one? We're going to take this down and see if we can keep our forest area busy here. And just because it's going to drive me nuts if we don't finish things off, we're going to use one of everything and get one of these put down too. That should give me plenty of hunting areas, more deer kind of around us. And we're back into the daylight here. I've been making food, but we've been eating it almost as fast as we're making it here, unfortunately. I do have a few things left, so I'm going to hang on to that for now. And I was just curious if there's a way. Oh, I can get the fish in here. What happens if I do that? I get fish meat and fish oil. Oops, I've eaten everything. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I got lots of fish meat now. And we've got a few other resources here, like the fish bones. I don't know where those went. Miscellaneous, maybe? Yep, and that fish oil that we were looking for. So we'll figure out what that's all for when we get back into that a little bit later here. Let's walk on over here into the forest. Let's see if I can nab these deer while we're here. There's one. Oops. Oh, quit changing directions on me. There we go. I'm not sure I need the horns to hunt that rabbit, but I do need the hides. So I'm going to go ahead and just grab the deer as long as we're here. The other thing I wanted to check on... Oh, I'm getting distracted. I wanted to go see if we got more tin, but we're going into this village one way or the other, so let's get it over with. Let's see what we got here. I suppose I probably shouldn't be smashing their stuff up before I even bother talking to them, but, you know, we're a looter. I can light their campfire. Oh, there's the lady, I think, that invited us here. Don't mind me, we're just borrowing your stuff. Hey, Ayana, it's so good to see you. Welcome back to Kashida Village. How have you been? It's been a rough time. To be honest, it's been a pretty rough time. I'm so sorry to hear that, my dear friend. It has been very rough out here lately. Something has gotten into the wildlife, making them stir and shake and become very aggressive. I've even seen some animals with eyes as green and bright as a river stone. Do you know what's going on? I personally don't know. It's very, very odd, though. Maybe the chief can tell you more about what would cause this kind of behavior in animals. But first, I have a favor to ask you. How can I help? Yes, there is this wolf who lives in the snow-covered forest. We knew each other well and were always friendly when we met, but I'm afraid she has been affected as well. Her eyes shined green bright last time I saw her, and she nearly bit my arm off. She's become a danger to nature and to us, so we must do what is necessary. However, the wolf lives in the snow-covered forest where it is very cold. Have you been in the snow yet? I have not. When I go into the snow, I always get a cold so quickly. Then again, I'm not very accustomed to the cold weather. I do know how to make some boots, though, which should keep you warm for a little while. Some folks at the side of the ice lake do know how to properly shield themselves from the cold, though. Maybe they will teach you to make proper clothing as well. Would you like me to teach you how to make the boots? Yes, that would be great. To make the boots, it takes a couple of hides, some rope, and resin to properly glue it together. You can use the tannery outside to craft the boots. All right, let's see what you got. And we got a new recipe. Pelt boots. So I needed the leather boots. Good, not a waste. I need 2 rope and 4 resin. So let me get the rope going here. I'm going to need some more hemp. And then to make resin, I don't see any recipes for resin just yet. However, there is a horse here, which is super handy. This is going to let me jump up and get my hemp. I would like to saddle the horse. And he says he wants carrots. I don't know if I have any carrots on me. I do not. I had a carrot somewhere. Unfortunate. All right, so you got to feed the horse if you want to ride him somewhere. Got it. The chief. Hello, how have you been? I've been doing well enough. I have spoke to her. Alrighty, well, let's get this questing underway then. I need to run up and grab some hemp. We've probably got a bunch more tiles that we need to unlock here, and then we can move on. Let me go check and see if there's any more tin as long as I'm running through here. Not yet. All right, looks like I'm going to need wooden beams, which is going to come from a sawmill, and I'm going to need a fabric for these. So I'm going to get the pine forest to snow-covered forest unlocked, and then I'm going to have to make a bunch of fabric, which is going to require cotton. So we might as well get up here and get us some hemp for the rope and some cotton for the fabric. Ooh, a coffee plant. I don't think I've seen a coffee plant yet. And that unlocked. Oh, a new world piece, just the piece itself. Got it. I was like, what did I unlock now? All right, is this hemp? All right, hemp. This is the vanilla. I've got plenty of that right now. Hemp. Cotton. What is this? Wild carrots. I need carrots for my horse rides. So we're going to grab those as long as we're here. Not terribly interested in fighting more zombies than I need to right now. I think I need 2 cotton per cloth, maybe 3. I don't remember. So I'm just going to get everything I can see here. It's allowing us to, at the very least, get more map tiles. It seems like the map is going to get bigger pretty quickly as we get new biomes and such going here as well. All right, let's see how this horse works, because I think the other one's definitely closer to us. And I want to go to the village. Well, that works pretty good. I like it a lot. Well, let's see then. I can probably use her whatchamajigger to make the rope that I needed. Unfortunately, I still don't know how to make resin. Let's run back up to the house real quick and see if maybe that's a cooking recipe. We did unlock an achievement called Faster Than the Wild for riding the horse there. All right, I don't remember seeing it at the furnace, but I am going to fire up the doohickey here and see if we can figure out how to make resin. It's not doing anything for us. Inedible. This is a new recipe, so let's go ahead and cook a piece of fish. And then let's put 3 fish in and cook that. That looks like an even better recipe. Lots of hunger and health, so I'm going to cook some of that up. Fish are easy enough to come by, it seems. And we'll cook up the coffee. That's a new recipe. And 2 water and some coffee beans. It looks like a new recipe. All right, lots of new recipes. I need to get that recipe book going that we saw. Where was that again? Handcrafted. I need a little bit more ink if I want a recipe book, which is going to require huckleberries of all things. Let's grab some of those real quick. All right, I now have a recipe book if I can figure out where it went. There it is. If I push F, that didn't do anything. There we go. Roasted coffee beans, water, weak coffee, grilled fish. So yeah, all my recipes that I've made so far are listed in here, and then I can see kind of a hint of other things that might be future cooking recipes. Lots of drinks and such. Ooh, I can make pizza eventually. Oh, that's a pie probably. I want pizza. And at some point it looks like a health potion. That might come in really handy, but ooh, popcorn. Okay. Well, we've got the book now. That's super handy, just to kind of keep track of things and not have to guess at it. And I need 3 tin ingots if I'm going to make the anvil, so we do still need some more tin. I'm just checking. We've got all of our equipment ready to go here. All right, so I'm trying to figure out where I can get resin, and looking online here briefly, it seems to indicate that I'm looking for this birch forest. But to get to a birch forest, I need wooden beams. And in order to get to wooden beams, I'm going to need to upgrade my workbench so I can get to a sawmill. To upgrade the workbench, I'm going to need tin nails, which I assume I can make at the anvil. So I need a whole lot more tin to get there. And so we're going to be going and looking for some of that. I hope I don't have to just place a whole bunch of additional lakes in order to do that. We'll find out. I'm just looking through my inventory to make sure I didn't have any sitting here anywhere. I'm going to transfer some stacks of this stuff. I've got a ton of wood now. I'll need to remember that I have a ton of wood, and I'm putting some of it in here. That's all right. And the other thing that I needed a bunch of was actually the fabric, which was a tannery recipe, if I remember. Yeah, here we go. Let's get those fabrics made. Might as well finish unlocking our tiles here. Cold, snow-covered forest. Here we go. All right, so let me see if I can put this entranceway for the snow-covered forest down. I'm going to put it right over here next to the village. And we might as well just run over here and check for tin. Oh, we do have some more tin, and that's perfect timing. Hopefully with the tin I've already got in my inventory and this little bit, we're going to be able to get this going. There's 2 more pieces of tin. Perfect. Let's go see what it's going to take to make a tin bar out of this. Here we go. It takes 2 tin. Unfortunate. We're going to come up 1 tin short. Oh, we're unlocking all kinds of new blueprints too, though. That's awesome. So we certainly need to get the anvil. We'll be able to make those nails right up. And then we've also got the stuff to make the tin axe and tin pickaxe, which are also upgrades. Perfect, perfect. And then just remind me. Yep. All right. So I'm going to need at least 1 more round of tin, preferably a little bit more. How do I want to get more tin? I guess we did just unlock this world piece. I could slap down another one of these, as that's where we got the first tin. kind of close out that lake bit. That is going to be another tin for us. Can I cut across the diagonal and get to that piece of tin, though, is the real question. Oh, I can't. And we don't have another one. All right, well, we do need some more stone. I'll go ahead and collect a few supplies so I can get one more tile dropped over here. All right, we have our extra tin in hand. Let's go ahead and build the anvil. There we go. I'll put that on, we'll put on number 7. And I think we will actually put the anvil in the house here. I don't know why I feel like this is an in-the-house workbench, but there we go. And now all I need is another tin ingot to make the nails that we require. Awesome. All right, well, those are gonna come. Oh, I'm gonna need 2 more ingots to make all the nails we need. Those are gonna come right quick here. We're gonna grab a smidgen of rest, though. And then let's get out here and see if any of our tin is back. And if not, we're going to go check out that wintry biome. I know we don't have the boots just yet, but we don't have any tin yet either. So we're going to need at least another day before we can start getting some more tin. I do wish I had structured this tile a little bit different. I should have put a lake edge piece on here, potentially. Oh, that's right, I couldn't because I needed to get to the forest bits. Okay, well, oops, what did I push? Let's get the bow out, and boom. Oh, we keep firing more than the arrow that I intend to. All right, we can see here we've got the snow area, so as soon as we get out here, it says your body temperature changes according to external circumstances. At night, you can become cold, and on cold biomes, you can become freezing. Temperature changes take a moment to set in. Wearing certain equipment can protect you, but beware, wearing warm clothing in hot climate can also cause heat exhaustion. Good to know. Oh, I'm taking freezing damage like instantly. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, I'm not going to wander around in the snow too much, but I want to go see what this new resource type is right here. Beaver bush. All right, I'm getting winter berries now. That's good. And let's just swap in some better consumables here. We've got all of this stuff. 7. All right, I don't think this is a different type of rock. I think it's just rock, right? Yep, just rocks. All right. Well, we've got everything we can get at the moment without more, what do you call it? Tin. Tin is my holdup at this point. So I'm going to go take all this stuff back. I'm going to sort out my inventory. We might need to sleep another day by then, and hopefully the tin will respawn. So as long as we're waiting, I went ahead and slapped down the snow-covered forest tile there. We're not going to be able to go explore that until I can get these boots going, though. Just checking, we still haven't spawned any tin. So I'm going to need to either put down a couple more of these areas where we're bordering the lake, or I don't even know, just keep waiting it out, I suppose. Seems like an awful waste, though. I'm really hoping to get a little, like, forest peninsula with lakes on either side. I don't know if that's going to happen. I've continued to move the time forward. We still haven't unlocked or had a refresh on our tin, but I did decide to put down another one of these forest lake pieces that we hadn't placed yet. I am on my quest to put down one of every type of tile, and it looks like that's also going to have tin along the water edge here. So that's awesome. We're continuing to develop our map one piece at a time here. So I'm going to go ahead and run these 2 pieces of tin up here and see what we can get out of it. We'll collect a couple huckleberries just to get the world piece going. Always like to have one of those in my pocket. And I think that was only 2 pieces of tin. That was 3, so now I have enough to actually do what we want to do because I already had some in my inventory. So if we fire this up finally, we can make ourselves the 2 tin ingots we need to get this going. 1, 2, and then I believe I've got to come in here to the anvil. And I can make 2 of these. I need a total of 8 tin nails. And then we can go ahead and upgrade the workbench. There we go. A new level of workbench. Tier 4 is going to give me the sawmill. Very awesome. We've got the saw blade for that already. And that's going to let us start doing plank buildings, which is awesome. I'm not quite ready to upgrade the base just yet. Let's see here, though. We've got a building. I'm going to go ahead and put this on 7 for now. And I suppose we can have this be indoors as well. We'll put it right down next to the anvil. I need beams or planks here. I'm going to make a 1 of each. Or 2 of each, as the case may be. And then let's take a look here. I need 2 more beams to do that. I've got some wood, though, already here, if I remember me saying. Don't forget, we've got a whole bunch of wood. So I'm going to take that, and we're going to keep making some of this. Figure if I'm going to use up a bunch of these, I might as well make a few extras. I'll make... that's enough. I'll make a few more of these. And then here we can finally unlock the birch forest, which I want to say is going to get set down right next to a normal forest tile. So if I come over here, I've kind of mucked with this area a little bit. We'll have to think that through. But on this side, I'm going to put this birch forest down right over behind this animal thing. I don't even remember what that is, but the bone pit, the glade, I think it's called. And knowing how this game works, I'm going to run over here and it's going to tell me I need the upgraded tin axe to cut these down. That's my bet. Ooh, there's a saw blade here. I thought I already got this. Maybe we can just pick up another one just in case. Bowstring, yeah, these probably respawn in case we lose our stuff somehow. Cutlery is kind of interesting. I need a rare key for that. Let's see what Stark has to say. Nothing much. All right. And yes, his wood does indeed respawn. So if you don't want the experience for cutting it down yourself, you can get it here. You do still gain world experience just for picking up resources, which is kind of cool. And let's get our axe out. Tool 2 weak as expected. All right. Well, let's go back and check and see if our tin is up yet. I see another deer, though, so I'm going to grab that because leather and hides seems to be one of those resources, kind of like tin for us right now. Whoops. Where it's super slow to gather. More tiles means more stuff respawning. It's easier to get some of these resources if we have quite a few tiles, so I haven't been as stingy as I had originally. Whoops. Can't shoot over the water. I'm not being as stingy with placing tiles as I was originally. I was thinking that maybe we didn't want a huge map at first, but you know what? It's a game with a core mechanic around building your own map as you go. We're going to go ahead and leverage it. Ooh, I haven't seen this grave. Here lies Blue. He was a good boy. Okay. Interesting. I'm guessing that was a different pet of his. It's not quite dark yet. Let's go double check for the tin. There is tin. All right. Only 2 on this one, but that's enough for us to get at least 1 tool upgrade, I believe. So I'm gonna run. I'm gonna run back to the house. I don't think there's any way that that forest one is respawned by now, and we will get a tin axe going so we can go grab that birch. All right, tin axe in hand. Let's do this. Okie dokie. Takes a minute to cut these down compared to the other ones, but there's the resin we need. Alrighty, well, we're gonna clear cut this area real quick and get that resin going. All right, I think we've got enough for the recipe. I'm really curious to knock this recipe out, so we're not gonna sit there and cut down too many more trees right back to back. And I suppose I could make these at any bench, but I'm gonna make them at her bench because we're here. Perfect. And then all I need to do is come under equipment here and make sure we equip those. Good deal. And then I can talk to her again. I see you were able to make those boots for my instructions. Very good. These are relatively simple ones and will only keep you warm for a little while. But like I said, I know some people at the side of the ice lake that are way better at crafting warm clothing. They will have to living in that cold. Go and find the cottage at the ice lake, but better do it fast, else you'll still freeze. Okie dokie. Well, that's going to be a new tile for us to check out. And if I come out here, we can indeed survive for up to 1 minute. Very nice. All right. Well, I think with that, we're going to take a bit of a pause here. I'm going to record another episode of this and we'll dive into that cold biome. There's so many new map pieces to research now that I want to make sure we're able to really dive into that one and give it the attention it needs. So hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit that like button. That's all for today. Keterk out.